It's Emma Nørgaard. So today we're doing this makeup look, and this is inspired by Christmas. I wanted to do something with green, and I had this BH Cosmetics glitter that I hadn't tried before. So I thought, what a perfect time to try it out. So yeah, I think this is like a really cute Christmas or holiday look. And this is actually also a new first impressions video. So everything I use is completely new to me. And I will talk about the products throughout the video. And you guys, I have wanted to do a Christmas tutorial since like the start of November. So I really had to contain myself. But now that we are over halfway through December, I thought, okay, I can do it now. So I hope you guys like it. It was a lot of fun to do. So please remember to thumbs up this video if you like the look. And remember to watch in high definition. And without further ado, here comes the tutorial. So to get this Christmas look started, we are of course going to use a primer. And I actually have two right here. I want to try them both, so we are going to use both today. So this is e.l.f. SPF 20 face primer, and this is Too Faced Hangover X. Oh, interesting! The e.l.f. primer is actually white. I was expecting it to be clear, like the mineral infused face primer from e.l.f., but it's actually white. Okay, well, I'm going to apply this in the T-zone, maybe? It feels very oily, like really slippery. I don't really like the feeling. So the Too Faced Hangover primer is also white. It smells really good. So I'm going to apply this on my cheeks. And I think the Too Faced primer is supposed to be good for dry skin. And you guys know I have super oily skin, so I don't know about that. But it was in my little Too Faced makeup kit. So I mean, why not try it? And you guys know I'm obsessed with under eye primers. So I got my hands on this Laura Geller Spackle under eye primer, it says. I've never tried anything from Laura Geller before. I know she does like that Gilded Honey highlight that everybody loves. But yeah, it looks like this. So it comes with this little applicator. So I guess let's try it. I'm just going to squeeze a little bit of product out and go ahead and apply it underneath my eyes. Oh, it's very cooling, holy crap. So I'm just going to blend it in with my finger. So yeah, it's a very cooling sensation. If you like that, you would definitely like this. Personally, it kind of irritates my allergies. It feels nice and it absorbs into the skin, and I believe it says that this is supposed to add a little bit of luminosity to the under eye area to brighten it up, but I can't really see any. So I have this LA Girl Pro Conceal Corrector in the color orange, and as you guys can see, it's very dark. So I'm going to mix this with my e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation to hopefully make it match my skin tone a little bit better. Okay, so let's try it. I don't know about this. Feels a bit strange. So I'm going to use my beauty blender for this. I am not sure what to think about this. So I'm going to let that sit there and hopefully do its magic. And we're going to apply the e.l.f. foundation all over. And by the way, I have it in the color Porcelain. And I have heard a lot of great things about this foundation. And I think I have tried just about every other e.l.f. foundation. So I thought I would give this one a go as well, because why the hell not? So I go ahead and I blend it out with my beauty blender. Seems okay. It's definitely not as full coverage as I was expecting. Okay, let's see if it's buildable. It also has like a very faint smell, like very faint, but it's quite pleasant, to me at least. So I definitely like it better when it's built up a little bit, because even with just one layer it looks kind of heavy, like it looks a little bit cakey, even though it doesn't give a lot of coverage. I don't know, I guess since it's like an acne foundation, I thought it was going to be a little better at covering up acne. It's not terrible at all, but it does look quite heavy without giving like the heavy coverage. And personally, I don't mind like a heavy look to the skin as long as I get some heavy coverage in return. But I don't want like a light coverage foundation to look heavy. I feel like that misses the entire point, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, building it up in 2 layers is actually very nice. Okay, so let's cover up these terrible orange under eyes of mine. I'm going to use the Bobbi Brown Creamy Concealer Kit in the color Porcelain. I've heard a lot of good things about this, but it is a cream concealer for underneath the eyes. And truthfully, that makes me a little scared, because normally creamy concealers are so like heavy, they're very hard to set, and they crease under the eye like no other. But yeah, let's see. It looks like this. So you get a little concealer and a little powder. So I go ahead and pick some up with my e.l.f. Studio Concealer brush, and let's go ahead and draw that on underneath the eyes. So the coverage seems pretty good, but it does feel a little heavy. Okay, let's try to blend this baby out. So it maintains basically all of the coverage. It's very high coverage. Yeah, the coverage is perfect. So let's try and set it with the powder. The powder also makes me a little bit scared, because normally for underneath the eyes I like a loose powder and not a pressed powder, but let's try. Okay, so as you guys can probably see, this powder is actually white. So yeah, I don't really know. Okay, so before I go ahead and set the rest of my face, I'm going to do some cream contour. I'm going to use the Makeup and Glow bronzer by W7, and a subscriber actually recommended this one to me, and it's supposed to be a dupe for a Chanel cream bronzer, and it looks really pretty. It's like a glass bottle. It has a nice weight to it. So I think I'm going to use my concealer brush again to draw on the contour. So right in here, it's quite light and golden, so I think it's going to be nice for my fair skin. So I'm going to blend it out with my beauty blender. It seems to be blending out pretty easily. So yeah, so far so good, I like it. Okay, so that's actually not bad. So now to set everything, I'm going to use my New York Colors Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder in Translucent. So yeah, I'm just applying this with my big powder brush. This powder brush is from a Danish brand called Nilens Jord. And I love this brush because it's so freaking thick and dense. So it just packs on powder with no effort. Okay, one last powder. I want to try the Banana Dreams by W7. So it looks a bit dark, but I'm going to try it anyways. So just dust that underneath the eye. So that's the yellow powder. That's no yellow powder. I actually like it. I think it's just the right amount of yellow without it being too dark for my skin tone. So far so good. I've been really impressed with both these powders. So I just want to deepen my bronzer slash contour a little bit. So I'm going to use this Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Matte Bronzer from Too Faced. I have it in this little travel size, and it does indeed smell a whole lot like chocolate. So let's go ahead and do the nose. Wow, it smells so much of chocolate. I feel like it's a little bit too orange. I think it might look better as a bronzer instead of as a contour. But let's just go ahead and do it. It's almost the same exact color as that W7 cream bronzer. Then let's just blend it out quickly. So for blush, I actually have 2 options. I have the e.l.f. blush palette in light, and this Jordana blush powder in the color Sandalwood. So I think I'm going to mix the 2. So I think I'm going to use this color, and I have heard nothing but great things about this e.l.f. blush palette. So hopefully it doesn't disappoint. Okay, it seems pretty nice. They're pretty pigmented, but not overly pigmented. Then let's add a bit of sandalwood. Just a little bit on top. I really quite like mixing the 2. Normally I never mix blushes, but maybe I should. It looks really nice when you mix. And I'm going for quite a blushy look today, so don't mind if I do. Okay, I'm going to try this Tantastic Face and Body Baked Bronzer from Milani. And I'm going to try it and use this as my highlight. So, that's pretty. It's quite dark though, so if you have light skin like me, it's going to be like a bronzy golden highlight, which personally I don't mind that. Oh, hair. And let's just blend it in a little bit. Okay, so I also have the Too Faced Selfie Powder, and honestly I'm not quite sure how you use this, but yeah, I bought it because it said selfie, honestly. But let's try this color, Sunrise. So I don't know, let's dust a little bit all over the face, I guess, and then hopefully I look nice and, I don't know, sunny. Okay, so I don't really know if that did that much. So I'm going to set all of this in place with my LA Girl Pro setting spray. It's a very fine mist. Okay, so before we get started on the eyes, I'm going to use this Maybelline Dr. Rescue Baby Lips in the color Coral Crave. So I just apply this. This has like a gorgeous scent to it. I'm going to let that sit and work while I do the eyes. So I'm going to use this eyeshadow palette by Technique. This is called Sultry Tawny. And I'm going to use this color, and yes, I accidentally bumped my finger in this one. So yeah, this is a nice dark brown color. So that's my eyebrows. For my eyeshadow base on my eyelid, I'm going to use this eye base by BornPrettyStore. This is a green color. The number is number 16. Oh wait, I have to do my shadow primer first. Let me just wipe this off. First, I'm going to use my Shadow Insurance by Too Faced. So yeah, I'm just going to apply that to prevent my eyeshadows from creasing. I have never tried this primer before, even though it's like a cold product. But it feels really nice, but it smells bad. Okay, so now I'm going in with my green eye base. Then I'm going to use the Shimmer Eyeliner Pencil by e.l.f. in the color Twinkle Teal. And you guys, I'm going to use this to trace out my crease. So everything inside this teal color is going to be glitter. And now we're going to blend both these eyeliners together. So yeah, let's continue to blend. And then I'm going to add another layer of the green eye pencil just to intensify the color. So I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Color Icon Trio in the color I Dream of Greeny. So I'm going to take the really pretty eyelid color and I just pack that right on the eyelid. You guys can see how beautiful and pigmented this color is. So I just pat it on to get the most color payoff. So for my crease, I'm going to take this trio, also by Wet n Wild, in the color Cool as a Cucumber. And I'm going to use the color Eyelid. So I'm going to apply this color right on top of that teal base. And I'm using my Urban Decay Naked Smoky brush. And you guys know I like to place the color first and blend it out afterwards. And then I use the other end of the same brush with nothing on it and I try and blend this out a little bit. So I really want to use a matte transitioning color. So I'm going to take my e.l.f. Matte for Matte eyeshadow palette and I'm going to take this color and I go ahead and I blend this right on the edge of the green in the crease, just to make the transition from green to highlight a little bit easier. So I just work back and forth in small circular motions and I go back in again to really soften the edges, and I go back in with my blending brush and I blend again. Then I take the sultry eyeshadow palette from Technique in the color Moss. And I take this darkest color and I work that right out here in the outer corner with my e.l.f. blending eye brush. And again, I apply it first and then I blend out later. So now I'm blending. And I focus mainly on the outer corner with this color. But I do blend it a little bit into the crease. So now I'm going to use my Essence All About Vintage eyeshadow palette. I'm going to use this light champagne color. So yeah, just pop that right underneath the brow. And go back and blend. So now I'm going to take this Jordana eyeliner in silver, if it will focus. Come on. There you go. And I'm going to apply this around the tear duct. So this pencil is definitely a lot more gray than what I was expecting. But it's okay, we're going to roll with it. So now I'm going to take this trio, also by Wet n Wild. And this is called Spoiled Bread. And I'm going to use the silver color. And I'm using this little brush from e.l.f. to get it around my inner corner. And I just go back in with a little bit of the color we used on the brow bone, just to lighten it up a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to use this glitter by BH Cosmetics. So this is in the color Lime Green. And this is going right on top of the eyelid where we have the light green color. So I use this sponge tip applicator to apply some duo lash adhesive. So I'm just packing the glitter right on top. Okay, so now I'm going back in with more of that green eyeshadow I used in the crease. And I'm using this to try and make the glitter blend as best as possible. And you can only really blend so much with glitter because it is a completely different texture to eyeshadow, but just try and make it fade a little bit together. Okay, so once you have your eyeshadow and your glitter blending together as best as possible, you just want to go ahead and remove all the glitter fallout. So for the lower lash line, I'm going to use these two eye bases from BornPrettyStore. So the yellow is number 15 and the blue is number 12. So apply the blue all along the lower lash line and then just go ahead and apply the yellow right on top. And in that way you get a nice green color. So I'm going to take this sultry eyeshadow palette in Woobla by Technique and I'm going to take the green color and go ahead and apply that right on top of the liners, and I apply it from inner to outer corner. And then I'm going to take the smoky eyeshadow palette by Technique and I'm going to take the matte black. So I'm just applying that in the outer corner and connecting it up. So I'm going to try out this liquid eyeliner by e.l.f. in the color Coffee. It's like a brown color. So yeah, I just go ahead and apply this. You guys, I love this glitter. The color is so freaking pretty. So I'm just doing a simple line. I'm not winging it out because you can't really see it because we have all the darkness in the outer corner and this is a brown eyeliner. So I'm just going to clean my lashes for glitter just with my lash comb, and then I go in and curl my lashes. And you guys, I'm actually not going to wear mascara today. Instead, I'm going to put on these wispies in brown by Adele. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop these babies on. And now the other eyelash. Okay you guys, so these are the lashes. They are super light, looks super natural, but I really quite like them with this look. So I'm going to finish off the eyes with another Jordana eyeliner. This one is in blonde. I'm going to pop this on the waterlines. So that's what the eyeliner looks like. I really love it. It went on so easily and pigmented. Okay, so I'm pretty much done with the eyes. So now let's go ahead and do some lip stuff. So the first lip color I'm going to try out is this one by MAC. This is Ruby Woo. So I'm just going to remove my lip balm. I go ahead and apply this. So this is Ruby Woo on its own. So I'm going to take a bit of this NYX Macaroon lipstick in the color, what is this called? Jamboard, I think. It's a black lipstick. So I'm going to use my BornPrettyStore lip brush to apply this to the outer edges. So it just adds a little ombre effect. So now I'm going to apply Cream Cup, also by MAC. So this is a more nude color. So that's Cream Cup on its own. So now I'm just going to add a bit of Pink Lemonade lip gloss on top, just to give a little bit more color. So that's the glossy lip. Then let's try this liquid lip by BornPrettyStore. This is in the color number 9. This is like an orange color. So that's the orange lip. So let's try this bright pink liquid lipstick from BornPrettyStore. This is color number 11. So, oh, this is gorgeous. So that's the bright pink lip. Bright pink is probably a little bit too much for me. I would definitely go for either a nude or a red. Bright pink just kind of clashes with the eye color, I mean the glitter, in my opinion. Okay, so next up I have this shimmery golden liquid lipstick, also by BornPrettyStore. This is in the color number 10. This is gorgeous. So that's number 10 from BornPrettyStore. And I really like this color, but I wouldn't wear it with this eye look. Again, because we have glitter, I wouldn't go for such a shimmery and frosty lip color. The last BornPrettyStore liquid lipstick I have is this one, number 12. And this is like a Barbie pink color, I would say. So let's try this on. Okay, so that's this color. And again, I think it competes too much with the eyes. But I do prefer this over the other bright pink color. I think this one works a bit better with the eye look, but still I think it's a bit too bright. Okay, you guys, so I have to go eat. So this is going to be our last lip option. This is the Rimmel Provoca Lips in the color Make Your Move. So as you can see, it's like that dark brownie color. So let's see how that looks with this eye look. Okay, you guys, so this is Make Your Move, and I love this color and this lipstick formula. It's the best. And I apologize, I have like little glitter bits on my lips. Don't mind it. But yeah, that's the finished look. Okay, you guys, so this is the finished look. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and remember to subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys tomorrow for a new video. So take care and bye bye.